Jacksepticeye, and I have a few things to talk about in this vlog, but the first thing that you're probably going to notice from the high five is that I got a tattoo! Can you see it? Wait, I don't know if you can see it. You can probably see it better now. Oh, look at that shit. It doesn't come out too well on camera right now because it has like the plastic over it. I literally just got it done today. It took about 2.5 hours to get done. And it's awesome. I love it so much. I'm incredibly happy with the way it turned out. If you've ever played Bloodborne, it's the Bold Hunter's Mark from Bloodborne. It's one of the things that you use to like warp back to the last lamp. And it doesn't sound like anything spectacular when you say it like that, but Bloodborne is one of my favorite games ever. I absolutely love that. Dark Souls is as well. Probably Dark Souls a bit more, but Bloodborne holds a special place in my heart. And I remember when I saw this, I thought it was a really cool looking rune. And there's a lot of cool runes in Bloodborne, but this one really stood out to me. And I thought that the placement of it would be really, really good. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out. I've been contemplating getting a tattoo for the longest time. And I never took the plunge to do it because I was always like, oh, I'm too busy. Oh, they're probably not open today. And I was putting it off because probably nerves and some other factors, but mainly nerves. So I finally got it done today. I booked an appointment last week and I don't know, I'm just really happy about it. This is the first tattoo I've ever gotten. I know friends and everything who have tattoos and I've always asked them about them and I'm just so fascinated by them. And when I went in, I was so nervous. Sitting down in the chair and I was like, okay, I wonder if it's gonna hurt, because everyone always wonders that. If you're getting a tattoo, they're like, oh, does it hurt? And everyone's been asking me online today, did it hurt? But honestly, not really. I thought it would hurt so much more than it actually did. Maybe that's why it didn't hurt at all, really, because I was expecting something really bad. Some people had said like, oh, it hurts, but it's bearable. And like, she sat down and she started doing the tattoo. She's like, I'll give you a little taste for what it's like. And she did a little nick and I was like, you know, that's not too bad. I think I could tolerate that. And then she went around and did the line art. The line art was worse than the actual like filling in, which is weird because it's 1 needle versus 4. But I guess I was kind of numb to it at that point. But it's fine. If any of you are contemplating getting a tattoo, especially in this area, it's not that bad. I mean, it hurts a small bit and it's more uncomfortable than I'd say than it is painful. It wasn't like, oh my god, I can't do that for very long. Like I sat there for 2.5 hours getting it done solid and it was fine. I didn't wince or anything. I was just sitting there like, dum-de-dum. And we were having great conversations and everything, but it was fine. I'd say, I was trying to think what it was like when I was getting it done. And I was like, it feels like a needle going in and out of my arm a load of times. Like, I don't know how you would describe it. I'd say, if any of you out there have hairs on your arms right now, and you grab those hairs and you pull them hard, that's kind of what it was like. A bit stronger than that, depending on how hard you pull, I guess. It was kind of like that just constantly. It felt like that just over and over and over and over again for like 2.5 hours, which, if you can't handle that, then you're probably not going to be able to handle a tattoo, but I don't know. It feels really good to finally have a tattoo after wanting one for so long, and one that I think looks cool, one that I'm really proud of, because sure, this means a lot to me because it's from Bloodborne, and I think it's cool, and I love this symbol and everything got to do with the game. But if you don't know what Bloodborne is, you can still look at the tattoo and think, hey, that's a cool design. At least I think so anyway. I think it's a really cool design, so that's one of the reasons why I got it. And then next, I'm going to get a Shadow of the Colossus one over on this forearm, I think. And yeah, I know a lot of people in the comments are going to be like, Jack, are you sure about having that on your body forever? And yes. Most people who get tattoos know what they're getting themselves in for. You don't need to lecture them all the time. And you don't need to like project your thoughts of what a tattoo is onto somebody else. If somebody gets a tattoo and they're happy with it, let them be. That's all there is. Me personally, I like solid black tattoos. I'm not a fan of color tattoos like on me, but if other people get them and they think they're nice and they're happy with them, then more power to them. Awesome. As long as you're happy in your own skin, then that's all that matters. It doesn't care if anybody else is judging you. But I didn't want to just make a vlog talking about tattoo. I actually have other stuff to talk about in regards to PAX, because PAX West, or PAX Prime as it used to be called, they changed it to PAX West. That's coming up at the start of September. And I am going to it all 4 days. I will be there. I don't know who from the Revel Mode crew are going, but there's Revel Mode stuff going on, but there's also like personal Jacksepticeye stuff going on. So they are, okay, let me just see. There's a signing. I have all the stuff written down here in an email, and I want to get the stuff right because this is important, and I want to get the information out there as soon as possible so people have time to plan for these things. If you're going to PAX Prime, I cannot wait to see all of you. I love the PAX event so much. It's the first convention I was at was PAX East last year, and I love them. I love meeting all of you people. I love sitting down and, well, I never sit down for any of the signings because I like to have the energy. I like standing up. And I love doing panels and all these types of things. So for this one, there is going to be a Revel Mode panel. Okay, there's a signing on the Friday, the 2nd, at 11 a.m. I don't know where these things are actually going on yet, so you'll have to keep in touch with that and try and get some updates as they come out, because I don't even know that stuff yet. I imagine it's in similar places as they were last year if you were there, but for now, I don't know. We're going to have to update that as it comes. Then there is a Revel Mode group panel. So I don't know who's going to be on that yet, but me, Mark, Felix, Ken, from the same kind of stuff from last year, some extra people as well. That's on the 4th, on the Sunday at 1 p.m. Again, I don't know where it was. Last year they were in the Benaroya Hall in Seattle. So they might be in the same place. I don't know, but please do not quote me on that because it could be in a different place. And then I get a solo panel. There's a solo panel. There's a Jacksepticeye panel going on Monday the 5th at 1:30 p.m. And I'm so excited about that because I have never done a panel on my own. I love doing panels with my friends, don't get me wrong, and the chance was there to do it with Mark and those guys again. I will be doing the one with them, the Revel Mode one, and then Mark will have his Markiplier and Friends panel as he did last year. I was on that too, which was super awesome, and I really love doing that. But this year they asked me, and I was at odds with it because they asked if I wanted to do a panel on my own. And, well, they asked me last year to do it as well. And I was like, no, I don't want to be a bother. I don't want to get in anybody's way. I don't want to, like, take up people's time with my own panel. And then I was on the Markiplier and Plens panel with those guys. And it was super awesome. And I'm not doing a solo panel because I want to distance myself from them, or I don't want to do it for any egotistical reasons. I didn't demand my own panel because I didn't want to share with anybody else. That's not it at all. So I want to squash that before anybody says anything. I wanted to do one on my own. First off, because I've never done one on my own, and I want to see if I can. I want to see what the experience is like. I want to see the people who show up and those kind of things. I want to see what that experience is like to do a panel on your own. I know Mark has done a few on his own before, so I don't know. I kind of just want to push myself a small bit further and see if I can do one on my own. And the offer was there, so I wanted to do it. But the main reason I wanted to do it was because when I go to these panels, there's people asking. There's always like a Q&A element to it. And then people are there for like 15 minutes and they ask questions here back and forth, and then some other stuff goes on. Or if it's a total Q&A panel and there's a lot of people on the panel, then they only get one chance to ask a question, and they don't know who to ask the question to. Sometimes it's just a broad question to everybody, but it never gets very specific. I wanted to do one on my own because if anybody out there has Jacksepticeye specific questions for this community and this channel, I wanted to open up the floor to that. So it's just going to be like an hour-long Q&A session, and I think it's an hour. I don't know. I'll have to see about that as well. But it's just going to be me up on stage. It's going to be an hour-long panel, and it's just going to be all questions from the audience. Because you know me, I love interaction with people in the audience. That's why I do reading comments videos and everything. That's why I do these vlogs. Because I like connecting. I like you guys to get to know me better, and I want to be able to know you better, and the people who are out there watching the videos, and I want them to ask the questions, and I wanted them to have a chance to be able to ask very specific questions, to have that moment. I know this sounds egotistical and it sounds arrogant. I apologize. Because I always get people who ask questions like on Tumblr or Twitter or in the YouTube comments. So I want them to have a chance to ask just Jacksepticeye specific questions, if they have any at all. I don't know how many people are even going to show up to this panel. It'll probably be like 12 people out there, but by Jesus, I will show those 12 people a good time. So I wanted to dedicate like an hour to just that, to just this community on its own. And there's also like the Revel Mode panel going on as well. So if they wanted to ask broader questions, it's open for that. So that's the reason that I wanted to do one on my own. And I was so worried about it because they asked me and they're like, do you want to do a panel on your own? The option's there on the Monday. And I was like, oh, that's tempting, but I don't know if I should, because I didn't want to come across as that guy who asked for his own panel. I didn't want it to come back to like Felix, Mark, Bob, Wade, Ken, all those guys, all my friends, and they'd be like, who the fuck is this guy asking for his own panel? We're all here sharing a panel. He's asking for his own. So I made it clear that I didn't want a panel on my own because of those reasons, because I never wanted to seem like that, because as you know, I'm not that type of person. But I thought it was a good opportunity for me to spread my own wings, to try and push myself a small bit further personally and try to see if I could do it and to try and get like over that hurdle of nerves. Because I'm going to be so nervous. I'm so nervous already about doing it. So I wanted to see if I could get over that hurdle of being like, okay, can I do these things on my own? Instead of being attached to my friends all the time or leeching off them or making it seem like I'm leeching off them. Like just being attached to all their panels. So I just wanted to see, and again, I wanted to have like an hour for just this community to ask its own questions, and all the inside jokes won't go over people's heads or anything like that. I mean, if you go to a Jacksepticeye panel, I assume you kind of know what the whole Jacksepticeye vibe is. I say that because I don't want to say it's my panel. I don't want to say that it's all revolving around me and you should all praise me and everyone ask me questions or whatever. Well, obviously ask me questions, but I wanted to show that it's about the community here. Because I never wanted to seem like it's my channel. Because it's not. I didn't build this channel on my own. It wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for you guys watching. So I want to make sure that it's a community thing. It's a community kind of panel between us. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be absolutely awesome. So signing on the Friday at 11 AM. The panel on Sunday is the Revel Mode panel on Sunday at 1 PM. And then the Jacksepticeye panel will be on the 5th. The solo panel on the Monday at 1:30 PM. So mark those things in your calendar. I wanted to get the information out there right now. So if people are going to this, sadly, if you can't, or if you didn't know anything until this vlog, I don't know if there's tickets still left. All the multi-day passes are all gone. I believe they go like almost instantly when the pack site goes up. But you might still be able to get a 1-day pass. I don't know. You'll have to check that out for yourself. I don't work for PAX. So it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see my friends. Cannot wait to see all of you guys. I cannot wait to just have that convention experience because I haven't done it properly in a while. PAX East was the last one that I actually got to meet all you guys face to face. So it's going to be awesome. Hopefully this is healed by then and, well, it's going to be healed in like a week anyway, but it's going to be awesome. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. If you liked it, punch that like button in the face like a boss, and high fives all around. Whoosh, whoosh. But thank you guys, and I will see all you dudes in the next video! Content, I would not advise getting this if you're just doing Let's Plays for a face cam. If you're a vlogger and you don't mind having a giant camera with you all the time, like a DSLR, it's an insanely good camera, and it takes like some of the best. A lot of information coming at you, rapid fire, but that was good. The vlog went on for a while, but I think I got the points across. Woo! We did it! Ladies and gentlemen, we fucking did it. Shake hands. Shake hands. You. Everyone. $1 million.